up, guys? Welcome back to That Horror Couple. I'm Kaylee.
And I'm Rob.
And we just got back from seeing an early screener of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Whoa, what a...
Crazy ride.
What an emotional
What
roller
an
coaster.
emotional roller coaster.
That is how you do a trilogy.
That is how you do a
James
Marvel
Gunn.
film. Yes.
James Gunn, MCU. MCU. You're good, you. You're good.
You. No, you're very good, you.
That horror couple.
Oh, yeah.
That horror couple.
It's us.
That horror couple. That horror couple. And they talk about horror.
Like and subscribe. Still reeling from the loss of Gamora, Peter Quill rallies his team to defend the universe and one of their own, a mission that could mean the end of the Guardians if not successful. Directed by James Gunn, starring Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, Vin Diesel, Bradley Cooper, Karen Gillan, and Palm Clementoff. So this is going to be a non-spoiler review.
As best we can.
As best as we can, so just work with us here. But the movie opens up and we have our crew, we see our crew together, and it's basically, by the posters and stuff, you can tell this is basically Rocket's movie. This is Rocket's backstory.
And that's how the movie starts out. Right away, we're taken to Rocket as a baby, I think.
Yeah.
So right away, this is Rocket's movie. He's the star of this whole thing. So Rocket fans,
This is for you.
get ready for this one.
Yes, Rocket is so awesome. I love him.
Standing up now. Bunch of jackasses standing in a circle.
And I love the Guardians. They're my favorite characters in the MCU. So this was such an emotional film for me. It was a lot.
Yeah, and it also fills in a lot of like Rocket's personality, why he is the way he is, the scar, the marks on his body. We find out how they all got there, stuff like that.
Yeah,
You
we
know?
get to see the friends he had like before he met Peter and the Guardians and all of that. So there are some pretty dark scenes in this movie for a Marvel film, I would have to say.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think
So I think it's totally appropriate. He's coming on That Horror Couple.
Yeah, there you go. There's some horror elements in this movie, guys. I mean,
For a Marvel film, definitely
Yeah.
some dark moments. Some,
reminded me a little bit of Reanimator, where he like cut the
Really?
cat in the fridge. Yeah, he was like cutting up animals and stuff. Yeah, certain parts of it. He was cutting up Rocket.
No spoilers, Kaylee.
It's in the trailer, Rob.
This film wastes no time to getting to the action, getting to like right away it takes off, right away it's exciting, which I appreciated because a lot of times with these longer movies, it takes a while to get to
He
where
gets
it's
a little
going.
bored, yeah.
Exactly, and I don't have the attention span. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I got stuff to do.
Yeah.
All right, right away.
This movie takes off.
This movie takes off right away. We see the crew together. You know, even the side characters we see
Kraglin and Cosmo.
Cosmo the dog.
Yeah, I love Cosmo.
we get a little Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, he's back from Guardians Volume 2, so it's cool to see him.
Yeah, and right away the crew is in danger. They get attacked. So right away we get an intense action scene, dude.
Yes,
And
so awesome.
right away Rocket gets put in jeopardy. And we're
Yes.
like, oh damn,
I
not the
know.
lovable, cuddly, furry guy with an attitude
I know.
and a foul mouth.
You're making me beat up grass!
Bradley Cooper does such an awesome job, by the way, voicing him and like emotional wise and everything. He just does such an amazing job bringing this amazing character to life. And James Gunn has done such an amazing job bringing all of these characters together and telling their story.
And I felt like every character had their like time to shine in this movie. Usually in this series we see like these two characters hanging out together, these two characters hanging out together. In this movie, I feel like they all
interacted, yeah.
They all got to interact. I love the interaction between all of them. Drax was funny as hell.
He's always Dave Bautista he kills it.
Mantis, look out!
The comedy in this was like on point for me.
Yeah.
I mean, as dark as it is in parts and as action as it is, as action moments as there are, I mean,
Yeah.
there are some like laugh out loud, like, oh my
Oh,
god,
yeah.
that's some funny shit.
Yeah, he's so funny.
So,
So expect lots of Drax funny moments like we had in the previous
yeah,
installment.
it's like the Marvel style of comedy.
Yeah, but they do a good
Thrown
job.
in at the right time. So
Yeah.
just throw it in there. It's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
did he just go there?
I know. We get introduced to this new MCU villain, the High Evolutionary, which is
Dude.
the guy who helped create, Rocket.
Props to this actor.
Yeah, he did an amazing job. He was super evil.
Seriously, props to this actor, though. I mean, what a fantastic villain.
Oh my god, he did such a good job.
And, I think he's definitely my favorite villain in this whole universe.
Oh, really? Okay.
In the Guardians film?
Yeah, in the Guardians.
This guy was a sick bastard.
Okay, yeah, he's the worst of the worst.
He's messing with Rocket.
He's worse than Thanos.
No, but I think overall, probably like one of the most evil villains ever.
Yeah.
Had an evil look to him. What did they call him? Like a RoboCop? Remember Pratt?
Yeah, he called him a RoboCop Skeletor wannabe or something.
He's like, you RoboCop wannabe son of a bitch.
Yeah.
He hung up on me.
Yeah, that's funny.
It was good. And to me, like, this whole film was just a story about friendship and family. That's what this is. It's like really a heartfelt story about friendship, because the minute when Rocket gets injured, the minute he's like out and they need something to go help him, the whole crew bands together, especially Star-Lord.
Yeah.
And he's like, let's do this, man. And dude, they put their own lives on the line.
Yeah, always for each other.
Yeah, like saving Rocket's ass was their priority. And I was like, they love this guy, man.
Yeah, they love each other.
And you realize how much they all love each other. So this is an awesome story about friendship.
Yeah, and love, which is the main theme of the other films, the first two volumes of the Guardians films. It was always found family.
You're right. We're family. We leave no one behind.
Was the general idea of the whole thing, which is such a beautiful thing because we have all these anti-heroes who come from, bad backgrounds. They find each other and they find a home with each other. This is in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler. We get Gamora back in the story, which is really awesome to see her, reunited with
She's got no
friends.
memory, though.
Yeah, she has no memory of them, so that's what makes it kind of tough and kind of like bittersweet because, Gamora, this version of her didn't die, in Infinity War, but this is a different version that doesn't know them, so it's kind of tough,
Unless she's just not into Star-Lord, and she's like, what was your name again?
If you open yourself up to it, there's a possibility.
I don't think so, Quinn.
Quill.
She's a straight up player.
Yeah.
She's trying to get her memory back, so slowly she's learning about the crew, and I think that in itself is such a great story.
Yeah.
Because eventually she's like, I'm going to help these people. I'm going to protect Rocket too. I'm going to join them,
Yeah.
So you get to see that whole like...
she gets to be a part of the story again, which is really nice.
Yeah, and once her memory starts coming back little by little, she's like protecting them full force as if nothing ever, they picked up right where they left off, basically. We talked about the cameos we get in the certain characters that return. I love seeing Stallone, like I said earlier.
Yeah, that was really cool.
How'd you like to see him?
I like seeing him because I love the second one was my favorite Guardians film until
I like him better in this film. There was more Stallone than there was in the second one.
Yeah, a tiny bit,
I think there's a little bit more.
Yeah, a little bit more, because he's kind of a cameo in the second one.
And his character was super likable
Yeah,
in this
he
one.
is likable. Yeah, for sure.
Didn't he? And he was kind of helping them get Rocket.
Yeah, he was trying to help within the story, so that was nice to see him in the Ravagers. Awesome.
Yeah. Yo, Adrian.
Yeah.
But we get other cameos of returning characters. That is very exciting to see.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin who it is.
No, it's non-spoiler, so we'll get into that next week when we're able to drop our spoiler review.
But he's blue, and he was on The Walking Dead.
That's a spoiler.
I didn't say who it was.
And I feel like in this installment, we really do get to see each and every character have their own shining moment, and a lot of dialogue in between all the characters talking with each other. I feel like we get to really see that family bond, and it just means a lot to me to be able to have the last Guardians movie have so much character development and so much of each character getting their own screen time.
And to add to your point, I would say, whether you're a fan of Guardians of the Galaxy or you're a fan of these characters individually, I feel like each character, their story comes full circle.
Yeah.
Like you could look at it like a group, or you can look at it individually.
Yeah.
And Drax's story kind of comes full circle. Groot, Rocket,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Like even Pratt, Gamora. I keep calling him Pratt. Star-Lord, Gamora.
Yeah, it's okay.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
But everybody's story comes full circle, and like, dude, James Gunn just knows how to tell a story.
He's a beautiful storyteller.
He knows how to tell this story.
Yes,
as lovable and likable and he just knows how to tell a story. He fills in the gaps. There were questions in this movie that were like you can go back to the first one. Like, why was that mark on, like, Rocket?
Yeah.
It's answered. He filled in the gaps good. He knows how to tell a story, and he knows how to rock the tunes.
Yes, this movie had an amazing soundtrack, just like the previous films. I love that so much.
Oh, dude.
Yes. Rob was like rocking out, like, because at one point they were playing the Beastie Boys.
No
in the
sleep
movie.
till Brooklyn, yo.
So
No
he was so
sleep.
excited. Yeah, that was awesome. No, all the songs are great in the movie. James Gunn is known for putting the best music in his films.
Beastie Boys are dope.
Yeah.
I love the Beastie Boys.
As far as dislikes of the film, I have to say the Adam Warlock character, I feel like he's not in the movie that much. And from what I remember, he was in the post-credit scene for Volume 2. So I thought he was going to be like the big bad for Volume 3. And he's just not in the movie that much. Like, I love the actor. I think he's great. And the scenes we got from him was awesome. But I feel like maybe he could have been integrated into the story more. I'm not sure.
True, I would agree. I would kind of back you up with that. Kind of a dislike would have to be, it's a long movie and there's a lot of story in it, and you can sort of see how it was hard for them to get to everybody's individual story.
And then add in these other random people, yeah.
And like we talked about how we loved all the characters and we loved all the villains, but like we didn't see much of the villain. I wish we saw a little bit more of that evil guy, because he was really a...
Oh, you're talking about the High Evolutionary, yeah.
The RoboCop wannabe bastard.
Yeah, I was talking about the gold guy. He wasn't in the movie that much. Yeah, I think, I know. No, I see what you're saying. Totally. And another dislike, I'm not sure if this is a total dislike for me, because I feel like it really added such emotional value to the film, but there are some really hard moments to watch in this movie. They're very dark. I'm not going to say what they are, because I feel like that's a spoiler, but I would definitely go into this movie, ready to feel a lot of dark, deep emotional feelings in a few moments. I feel like the whole movie as overall is very emotional, but there are a few moments that I feel
it's an emotional movie for sure. It's a very suspenseful movie. It's a moral film. You don't know what characters are going to leave dead, what characters are going to make it through. It's dark for a Marvel film. It's one of the more darker Marvel films.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But I feel like the payoff, there's a payoff.
It was worth it, yeah.
It works. It makes everything worth. It worked in the end.
The light balances out the dark.
Yeah, but there is that emotional roller coaster where you're gonna be like, oh, funny, yeah, this is awesome, action packed, and
for sure.
Oh, depressing. Oh, but there's a payoff.
Yeah.
So ride the roller coaster, have fun, stick around,
enjoy
for the after credit scene.
Yeah, there are two post credit scenes. We're not gonna tell you what they are, but make sure you check them out because they're pretty cool. As far as final thoughts of the film, I love this series. It means so much to me. They are my favorite characters in the MCU, so I may be a little biased, but I'm going to have to give it a 10 out of 10. I think they did an amazing job. There's a couple little things I would nitpick that would be spoilery that I can't talk about right now, but I feel like as a whole, the movie's like a 10 out of 10 for me. It really brought the story full circle. It is emotionally riveting. Like it's amazing. 10 out of 10. What about you?
Hi. Yeah. No, I would have to agree with you. It's pretty much like a perfect score. I mean, I don't know. In my opinion, it's my favorite Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this better than the previous ones.
Okay.
Because I feel like this story is the story what a way to end the story.
Yeah, he really brought everything full circle.
This is how you do a trilogy. It was really done
really well done. Yeah.
I have very little problems with it. It's a long movie in general, just like all of them are, so I had to take a piss, but other than that, it was really enjoyable and good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll give it like a 9.5.
9.5? Okay,
Yes.
so I'm 10 out of 10, you're 9.5. And make sure you guys are clicking that bell to be notified about all of our new horror movie trailer reactions, horror movie reviews. Sometimes we throw a little Marvel in there. We like to keep you on your toes. Make sure you are liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Once again, I'm Kaylee.
And I'm Rob.
And we'll see you guys next time. I am Groot.
Horror couple.
Oh yeah.
That horror couple.
It's us.
That horror couple. That horror couple. And they talk about horror.
Like and subscribe.